Hey Gemini, welcome. What I'd like to do for you now is a 3-card spread. Recent past, current situation, and moving forward, with a couple of clarifiers, and finally, an oracle card. So what it looks like in the recent past is that there's been some sort of, I feel like, rejection of your efforts to be kind of a bold or assertive, sort of playful, your fun-spirited self. It's like the side of you that feels really free to be yourself. It's almost like that has been rebuffed in some circumstance. And I think that perhaps, here with the Four of Cups really speaks to some kind of, it's really like a perception of rejection, or there's something that's just kind of neutralized or stalled out, with the Queen of Wands being someone who's really vivacious and exciting and fun to be around. But with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like there has been a lack of patience. Perhaps it wasn't necessarily an actual slight or rejection. It's just like someone was slow to respond or to be receptive. And here in the present energy with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, it's like a real sadness. Like it's a real despairing, feeling left out, feeling unwanted, feeling neglected, feeling like, I don't think there's a worse feeling than the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. It's almost like true grief, true feeling like you're outside of an energetically emotional, inspiring, loving environment. You're on the outskirts. And I feel like, Geminis, this can be a part of the shadow side, is that there is this trigger, this duality to your personality that can be such a high contrast reaction. And so perhaps this isn't necessarily reality. This is a perceived slight or a perceived rejection that has just left you kind of spiraling. And it's not necessarily like the real truth of the situation, because moving forward, you have the Knight of Wands and the Chariot, and these are such action-oriented cards. This is like getting your mojo back, but this is a proactive need to get back in and shift gears back into your extroverted, your inspirational, your exciting, your fun-loving self again. It's like there's this need to remagnetize. I think that something maybe triggered a response, and it's going to be up to you to turn the tables on that negative feeling and get back into get the juices flowing again. And I don't know what that means for you. I don't know what makes you feel inspired, what makes you feel excited. Maybe it is about like going out and socializing again, like going to a few parties, kind of hitting up the town and just get out there, because there's something here that has clouded your judgment about, your value and your reality. And it's not helpful to stay in this state. Grief is always important to process, but it's not good to get stuck in a negative feeling when there's so much going on externally that could, shift you out of that mindset. I'm gonna pull another clarifier. Oy vey. Yeah, it really seems like there's just something you got to put behind you. And maybe this is some kind of situation that has left you reeling, has left you feeling like, very sad. Maybe you had hopes for something or someone and you brought your, best foot forward and it didn't work out. But it's like 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. It really, it's said a lot about the 5 of Cups is that he's always forgetting that there are 2 other cups here. And with the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, it really feels like you're missing the forest for the trees. I think, you've got this energetic through line coming in again. And I really think that you're going to have to, like I said, do whatever it takes to get those juices flowing again. I don't know, what you do. Like, I like to go for a drive with the windows rolled down and the music playing, something that just feels like refreshing. It feels exciting. It feels like you're coming back into your own, because this is just not serving you. You're going to have to get your shit together and like get back on track, get positive, get uplifted, because sometimes you are the energy maker. Sometimes you can't be expecting other people to bring it for you. Maybe you're the one who's connected to source, especially with this high priestess. I feel like, you're going to have to bring your own energy. You're perhaps dealing with people who just can't generate it, and you're going to have to be the energy maker. So let me pull an oracle card. The air, unseen potential, hesitation. Yeah, have you been stuck here in grief for too long? It's not, who is it serving? I mean, at this point, be honest, is it really doing anything for you? Maybe you do need to just let it go, leave it behind, and move forward with full force. Like, come into your own power. Feel that energetic flow again. Be positive, be excited about the future, because, you're going to be the one to write your script. And I think it's a waste of time waiting for someone else to match your energy or bring excitement to your life. I think you're going to have to go out and find it, and that will instigate and generate it in other people. And then you're going to start to get that feedback. You're going to start to get that mirroring, and then you'll start to feel it exponentially. And then you're going to be yourself again. So that's what I got for you. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again. Take care.